Welcome to my channel Health for You.
How to conceive a boy naturally 7 proven ways. Selecting your baby's gender is possible with or without medical help. So, if you are looking for more affordable and more convenient tips on how to conceive a boy naturally, diet changes and sex position should be the first ones to research. There are lots of foods known to increase the chances of giving birth to a baby boy, and there are several positions known to favor the fertilization of eggs by the male sperm. Thus, if you are interested in learning how to conceive a baby boy with no expensive treatments and visit to your gynecologist, you should take a look at the recommendations and suggestions. How to conceive a boy naturally with blessed thistles. Blessed thistles is not very known as a fertility booster, although this plant is extremely efficient in increasing the chances of getting pregnant with a male baby. The herb is very rich in potassium and sodium, minerals that are essential for the male sperm to survive inside the vagina, travel towards the ovaries, and fertilize the egg eventually. The plant should be taken not only before getting pregnant but before conception, as well as it keeps the internal environment nourished and highly fertile. Available as dietary supplement, this plant is safe even when used by pregnant women, so it's great addition to your daily menu if you are looking for solution and on how to get pregnant with a boy naturally. How to get pregnant with a boy by listening to your body. Scientists agree that the best way to increase the chances of giving birth to a baby boy is to have intimate relationships around the ovulation date, and this is when the fertile male sperm has higher chances of fertilizing the egg. But if you are not willing to invest in ovulation kits to track basal body temperature or watch for changes in your cervical mucus, you can simply pay attention to the other changes that usually accompany this period of the month. Lots of women experience pain in the lower abdomen near ovulation, and their breasts become more tensed and painful. Thus, you can easily guess your most fertile period by only listening to your body and having sex with when these signs occurs. How to conceive a baby boy by eating potato skin. Potato skin is not actually the tastiest food, but studies have shown this product is very rich in nutrients that can increase the chances of getting pregnant with a baby boy. The main argument of this theory is the alkaline character of potato skin despite the highly acidic pH of potatoes. Sweet potatoes are more alkaline than regular ones, so if you don't like the skin, you can replace it with sweet potatoes or with squash or zucchini, which provide similar nutrients, thus can also increase the odds of conceiving a male baby. Natural ways to conceive a boy. Alkaline showers. A less popular yet used method for determining the baby's gender and increasing the chance of getting pregnant with a male baby is alkalizing the vaginal environment through douching using specific products that make the reproductive tract more alkaline can boost the chances for male sperm to fertilize the egg, as female sperm doesn't survive for too long in alkaline environments. However, note that internal douching is not good for your baby when done too often, as it can alter the bacterial equilibrium of your reproductive tract, increasing the risk of developing infections. So make sure to only use this method from time to time and don't rely solely on it. Positions to conceive a boy. The spoons. Although there is no scientific evidence to sustain this theory, lots of people believe having sex in the sperm position with the female on the left of her partner increase the chance of conceiving a baby boy. How to make a baby boy? Obviously, variations of such position are quite likely to produce the same effects according to popular wisdom. This position does allow for deep penetration, thus male sperm carrying the Y chromosomes can be placed closer to the ovaries and fertile eggs. The closer sperm is to the cervix, the more likely it is for conception to take place, and male sperm has the advantage of swimming faster than female sperm once inside the vaginal tract. How to make a baby boy with papaya? Citrus fruits are incorrectly considered acid when in fact they can actually alkalinize the internal environment, making it more likely to sustain the conception and development of a baby boy. Papaya is an excellent example of an alkaline food that can enhance fertility and boost the chances of getting pregnant with a male baby. Very rich in minerals, vitamins, and fibers, papaya fruits can be consumed as they are in smoothies, fresh fruit, salads, and homemade juices, or even as puree with fish assortments that are high in omega-3 fatty acids and proteins. Diet to conceive a boy rich in quinoa. Another good choice for people looking for solutions to how to conceive a boy naturally is quinoa, food that works by lowering acidity of the stomach and bodily fluids, implicitly of the cervical mucus, thus increase the chances of getting pregnant with a baby boy. Quinoa is healthier than white rice and lots of grains and pastries, so you can safely incorporate it in your weekly menu. 100 grams of this food provide 318 mg of potassium, 31 mg of calcium, 13 mg of sodium, as well as iron, zinc, and other minerals that are important for increasing the odds of conceiving a male baby. Three ways on how to get baby boy naturally. In this beautiful chance, I will let you know about how to get baby boy naturally. It will be very useful for you if you want to have a son. You don't need to use any medical ways to be able to get the baby boy, because you can get the baby boy naturally if you know how to do it. In this video, the ways I give to you is really great ways because they can help you in making the reality to get the baby boy. Commonly, many couples want to have the first baby with the boy gender. For that, you should understand on how to get baby boy with the natural way to turn your hope into a reality. Some important ways to get the baby boy. Predictor kit. You can use the predictor kit to calculate your ovulation period. It is very important to be done because if you know when is your ovulation period, you can get the baby boy. You may have the big question about this. Some people didn't know about the relation between the ovulation period and the baby boy. Actually, from this way, you will know the time of the release of the luteinizing hormone. After you know the time of this LH, you should have the sex before the release of the hormone. If you do after the release of the LH, it will have the chance to get the baby girl, because the sperm that can live longer is the girl sperm. You should have sex before the time of the ovulation. The position of the sex. The fact the sex position will affect the gender of the baby. This is because the penetration will affect the sperm distance to the cervix. If you want to have the baby boy, your partner should make the penetration deeper, because the Y chromosome is quicker than the X chromosome, but it can live longer. Do you know what is Y chromosome? Well, every human has two chromosomes. Y chromosome comes to the boy and then X chromosome is in the girl. Decrease the acidity and pH. The low acidity and pH will cause the baby boy. Actually, the sperm can't survive longer in the highly acid vagina. To know the acidity of your vagina, you can buy the pH test strip. This tool can be bought in the health food store. Using this tool is very easy because you can know the acidity of your vagina by taking the cervical mucus to put in this tool. If your vagina pH is 7.5 until 9, it means that you have the good chance to have the baby boy. Then to decrease the acidity and pH, you should consume some food that contains the alkaline. Those are cabbage, green beans, garlic, radish, spinach and the others. Those are the vegetables with the green leaves. You should avoid consuming the acidic foods such as eggs, yogurt, cheese, milk, ice cream and the others. However, you may consume the acidic foods such as red meat, salty snacks and caffeine. These foods are very good because they help you to get the pregnant faster for the baby boy. These are 3 ways on how to get baby boy naturally. Hopefully it can be useful.